Viewer discretion is advised.
Stop! Get on the ground!
What you gonna do when Chevy John don't come for you?
Taser!
Bad boys, what you gonna do?
They're running.
What you gonna
Right, you got me!
Bad boys, what you gonna do? What you gonna do when you come for you?
Gentlemen, Minnie Morlington, the man of many voices. Today, I want to talk about Vtuber Corporations, specifically the best one, which is of course, Face Connect. Do you like Hololive, Idol, or God help you, Nijisanji? Oh dear. So, before I can try to explain what makes Face Connect special, I'll try to give a quick breakdown of what corporate culture looks like across VTuber agencies so we can compare. I'm going to take a look at Hololive, Nijisanji, and obviously Face Connect itself. Of all the VTuber agencies, Hololive is like the big cheese. They're the trendsetters, arguably having the highest standards of entry and expectations of their tubers. Hololive invests tremendous amounts of money into music production, concerts and events, with their main focus on delivering the Japanese idol experience with the cute anime mocap girls. They can sing, they can dance, and great care is placed into making sure that their public relations is pristine and neat and clean and devoid of any controversies.
Oh, nigga, don't hate me because I'm beautiful, nigga. Maybe you got rid of that old yee ass haircut you got. You get some bitches on your dick.
髪
Oh,
型
better yet, maybe
そんな
Tanisha
変わらん
call
けど
your
な、君
dog
と。
ass if she ever stop fucking with that brain surgeon, the lawyer she fucking with, nigga.
ねが、何や。
The emphasis on idol culture is so strong that collaborating with males, even colleagues from the male division of Hololive, which is called Holo Stars, is highly discouraged and seen as a big no-no, otherwise they may draw the wrath of deeply mentally unwell men on the internet, sadly. Hololive has definitely earned its status in the industry, being able to seamlessly blend idol culture with streaming culture. If you don't really care to watch the music concerts and the idol stuff, like I really don't to be honest, it doesn't really matter, because that talented singer will also stream themselves playing the latest PC games and God help us Minecraft, but if that's your sort of thing, yeah, you can go for it. Nijisanji's corporate culture is being shit.
My lord, is that legal?
I mean, I'm not slamming the talents here, right? Nijisanji's management appears to be so terrible they keep hemorrhaging talents and pissing off their own content creators, who seem to do a much better job at leading and inventing new creative projects better than the fucking management themselves do. Their best and brightest talents keep leaving and they have to keep churning out wave after wave of new talents like it's the Battle of fucking Stalingrad.
It is either victory or death. Those who retreat
I need a rifle.
will be shot.
I need a rifle.
There will be no mercy.
Given their absurdly high attrition rate, particularly in recent years, and the sometimes very clear frustration and discontent from their own VTubers, it's probably not the best organisation to work for, but this isn't going to stop thousands of young hopefuls every year desperately trying to work their way in. And now on to the subject of today's video, my favourite VTuber agency. The only VTubing agency with talents I consistently like, Face Connect. Face Connect is a pretty good VTuber agency for miserable dickheads like myself who grew up in a time where people weren't terminally online or offended by anything and everything. The CEO and founder of FaZe Connect, who goes by the name of Sakana, also known as the Fishman, says himself that the scope for FaZe Connect was not to change or challenge the culture of the VTubing scene, but he does find it unfortunate on how restrictive and sensitive it can be. He seems to be less controlling on topics or activities by his VTubing talents.
Can we expect the available breadth of topics the VTubers can discuss to be expanded in the future? Right now, it seems like it got more restricted, and I find the looseness of FaZe Connect to be a strength. And yes, I'm talking about Pippa. I definitely want the interview with Nick. It is, like, I consider it to be slightly unfortunate that the VTuber community as a whole is a lot more sensitive than, you know, your regular stream culture or YouTube culture. Like, there's too much restrictions placed on what VTubers can say. And to be honest, from a business standpoint, it's not really my place, or nor do I want to really take the initiative to try to shift the market.
And I think he's done this quite successfully. It can be difficult sometimes to find content where people aren't afraid to potentially cause offense, but then they're not being really obnoxious in what they're saying either. FaZe does have its fair share of say-so girls, such as Lumi and Angery. I don't know where they picked Lumi up from. I think she got lost on her way to Bandcamp or something. The FaZe girls are an interesting bunch. They appear to be given considerably more creative freedom to talk as they please, as long as it's TOS of course and doesn't spark any animosity with other agencies. This has allowed FaZe Connect to acquire talents who don't necessarily fit the typical mould of a pristine, polished and sterilised product, and instead they provide us with a solid bunch and a very diverse group of talents who are actually good, relatable streamers first. The thing that VTubers actually do 98% of the time. Of course, I respect the tremendous amount of time and energy it takes to learn how to do what Hololive does. As I've said before, it's not for me really. Don't get the wrong idea, I might be portraying FaZe as a group of controversial shit stirrers, but you do have an even spread of family-friendly and edgier tubers, some of whom have great musical or singing talents. So if you just want to watch gaming or something more wholesome, this is on offer to you. I personally cared nothing for classical instruments, but after watching Aruka play the violin, it will probably blow you away. It's amazing. And the thing is, when you have this cast of dynamic characters with their various levels of intensity and their quirky personality traits, and in some cases an almost non-existent filter, Pippa, it leads to a more entertaining and natural collaboration. Listen to this verbal exchange between Tenma and Pippa.
Okay.
Be nice in the waiting room, kids.
Me too.
Do not piss in the corner. Just watch and enjoy the premiere that we all worked hard and sound like angels in it, okay?
That's right. Only piss in our mouths.
Pippa, I'm gonna punch you in the... I swear to fucking God, can't you be fucking normal for once?
So Sakana says he's going to fix them all and turn them into idols.
It's a bold strategy, Cotton. Let's see if it pays off for him.
So let's break a few different characters down. For the sake of brevity, I'm going to focus on Tenma, Pippa and Lumi Kaneko, as they're the three I know best really. I'll do a breakdown of all the FaZe talents in future videos however, so please bear with me. I'm a complete novice with this YouTuber editing stuff and I'm learning as I go. So please make sure you do give all the FaZe talents a look though. A lot of them I think really are underrated and undervalued. So first off, we've got Tenma Maemi, or she prefers to be called Mi-chan. Mi-chan is a variety streamer and she's quite the character. She alternates between being a very sweet and dare say it, quite cute Forever 19 office lady.
Can I bite it into this? No, wait. I'm gonna take a picture so you guys see that I bit into it. I'm taking a picture to show you proof.
And at times she turns into, she turns into Tenma.
Eat it.
And then you're wondering why you're fucking single when you can't even communicate with women on the internet, you fucking virgin!
I feel quite a bit bad for Tenma sometimes, because Quite a few people reduce her to a caricature of some kind of rage-filled beast, and while she does have her moments, which are quite funny, actually her talents are quite a lot more nuanced than what you can kind of see on the surface.
So instead we just steal, like this.
But our old man has a wife and a family.
Skill issue.
Surprise, motherfucker.
Skill issue! Skill issue! Skill issue!
Tenma's got this great, biting, edgy humour to her, and she's got absolutely exquisite comic timing.
I don't know, where you from?
From Norway.
Norway, my bad, sorry, I confused them. They all look the same to me, just like your comment earlier. Just like your fucking comment earlier. Just like your fucking comment earlier, okay?
It's actually quite rare, and it's quite a rare talent to see a VTuber who can keep a collaboration going, not just with work colleagues, but she also collaborates with outsiders, and she keeps it funny, energetic, and really keeps the pace of the stream going. She's kind of like your mischievous gremlin friend that rips into you, you know, but it's funny. Make sure you head on over to phaseconnect.com and buy your Tenma merch. Look at this cool shit you can buy. We've got this Tenma themed bag of coffee for $35. Why would you sell this? Oh my god, Tenma, I'm so sorry. Your CEO is the worst businessman in the world. Oh my god, you know what? I don't even like coffee, but I'm gonna buy some of this and review it. Stay tuned for that, bloody hell. So next up, we've got Pipkin Pippa, or as I like to call her, Pipkin Pippa. Oh, look out, she's based. Help! Someone get help! She's worse than Hitler because she hurts my feelings on the Twitters. Pip is not based. She's alright, she's just misunderstood. But she's quite tame, actually. I mean, she's not even the weirdest member of Phase Connect. She's not even the most schizo. I mean, look at fucking Ree or Leah, for God's sake.
Growl for 11 seconds. Triangle mouth.
Where the hell did they get Ree from, though, seriously? Yeah, but Pipkin Pippa, or everyone knows Pippa. You say Pippa's name and it's like you're speaking the fucking dark tongue of Mordor. She who must not be named. Pippa is the literal definition of she's Adeline, but she's right. Well, except when she isn't right, which can be quite often.
I don't want to be an asshole.
Here it comes. Here it comes.
Right, because like, to each their own and everything. But it always did like confuse me why you would like be interested in something like acting class. Like, I remember that shit. I remember like theater class. Why, like, what's the end game there? People who are like, oh, I want to pursue theater. Okay. And what are you gonna do with that? Are you gonna work for the local theater? Are you gonna work for the local theater that's always giving out coupons and running discounts for people to show up to their shows because nobody cares? Nobody wants to watch small town theater. A bunch of dog actors who don't even have the rights to perform whatever the hell they're performing. It'd be a fun hobby. What's the point, man?
That was literally me. Literally me. Fuck off, Pippa. It's fun. You don't understand. I was Julius Caesar. Love you, Pippa. But Pippa's shtick isn't necessarily gaming. She does play games, but nor is it really singing or dancing like you'd expect from many VTubers. Or, God help you, ASMR or girlfriend, boyfriend experience content. Ugh. No, we like the rabbit because she's very relatable and flawed like the rest of us. She overshares quite a bit too much, She has a heart of gold, really. I think with Pippa, she's an excellent storyteller. She's got quite a bit of charisma, and she enjoys sharing stories of her past, which are equally entertaining as well as they are quite terrifying at times.
Great uncle was there, right? And like he had like these pills, right? And I was like small, I was like a toddler, right? And I took like the entire bottle of pills and I almost died. I have a history of almost dying. Another time I almost got sucked into the fucking ocean. I got a little sneaker wave that's I was playing at the beach, right? With my parents. And this was, I forget what age, like 4th or 5th grade maybe? I was at the beach and like a little sneaker wave popped up on me and it like grabbed me. And like the way that like the water was, if it had like actually like I was like digging my nails into like the sand, like just trying to grip, trying to not be like dragged in.
She tells her stories with great enthusiasm and you just can't help but get sucked in sometimes. And then finally you've got Lumi Kaneko. Best girl Lumi. Actually criminally underrated in my opinion. She's like the Maury Calliope of FaZe Connect. She's a variety content creator, absolutely fantastic singer, with both a great voice and great ability on a technical level.
I woke up, fell back to sleep, 'cause I'd rather live in my dreams. I lay here wondering why did the world stop spinning? Am I frozen in time?
Head on over to her YouTube channel right now and check out her music videos and covers. They're fantastic. Look at her subscription count. What the hell is going on there? Jesus Christ. What? Come on, let's get Lumi to 100 subs by Christmas because this is outrageous. Jesus Christ. Lumi has all the ingredients to make a megastar when you think about it. Unlike some of the other FaZe Connect talents who are different shades of crazy or intense, Lumi's one of the relatively few normal ones, but she's not the only normal one. She's very nice, she likes the science fiction stuff, she plays space simulators, she plays Kerbal Space Program, she loves Warhammer 40k, she plays a lot of real-time strategy games, tactical games like XCOM.
There's gotta be some fucking shady shit just waiting to pop out at me. No, this is going way too smoothly. We're putting on our own words. It's too calm. Something is up, and I don't like it. I don't like it.
But I can't help but think she could be pushed a little bit more. Like, hello, Sakana? What the fuck is the FaZe Connect marketing department doing? If I go over to the FaZe offices right now and kick the door in on your marketing department, what should I expect to see? Just a bucket of dead fish?
In my country, they would go crazy.
Oh my.
For these two, not so much.
Honestly, I think if more people were exposed to Lumi and were aware that she actually, existed, she would definitely be a lot more popular. So, in summary, why is FaZe Connect one of the best VTuber agencies? Well, they punch well above their weight as a smaller company. There's a massive difference in budget between a smaller company like FaZe and a giant company like Nijisanji. Therefore, the amount of capital investment Sakana has to work with relative to them is extremely small. He's able to snag himself quite a few literal icons in the VTubing world like Pippa and Tenma. However, I would say their entire roster is solid. Listen to any of them perform music or instruments and tell me it's not on par, if not better, than the Hololive EN VTubers who have access to some of the finest music producers and vocal coaches in the industry. How many VTubers do you know who are openly into sci-fi and strategy games as well? I've only ever seen 2 people other than Lumi playing it, and to be honest, it's quite ballsy. It's a very niche gaming genre that not many people play. You've got violin and karaoke with Aruka, who is extremely talented. She has a super catchy introduction video. I would suggest you go watch it. There isn't an atmosphere of overt censorship, which allows for more relatable streaming with language and reactions you would expect from a real human being. I don't know about you, but I find it incredibly bizarre to watch someone game sustainably over months and not swear or get a bit salty. It just seems off and a bit fake. I mean, yes, they're still corporate VTubers at the end of the day, and it's literally their job to perform and play a bit into a character, but even the most professional VTubers can't help but let a bit of their real personalities bleed through the persona. The FaZe Connect VTubers are very good with their communities, whether it's genuine effort from the content creators themselves or Whether it's sourced by company culture, it doesn't really matter. The FaZe ladies value their communities, and even the larger talents, who average well over 1,000 viewers a stream, regularly interact with all their viewers, both subs and non-subscribers, which is very admirable in my opinion, as there are many indies and corpo VTubers who have much lower numbers and tamer chats who do bugger all in the way of community engagement. FaZe is definitely deserving of your money and support, because we need more diversity and daring content in this sector of entertainment, and they should be rewarded for it. We will all win in the end, and it sends the right messages to business owners that we can handle the variety and something a bit spicier. I don't like Nijisanji as a company. Their management seems to be incompetent, and they treat their talents very poorly. People may argue, for example, that Mr. Rios retired due to burnout. Yeah, okay, burnout. But it's still the fault of their management to not properly look after their talents' well-being and ensure this kind of thing doesn't happen. They also don't like supporting the struggling talents and instead leave them to drown in favour of their prized cash cows, like for example Voxakuma, essentially setting them up for failure. They've pretty much left the Indonesian branch of the company to fend for itself until it dies. I might be giving Sakano too much credit here, or maybe I'm not giving him enough, but I think he's playing the long game. As VTubing becomes more mainstream and it has less stigma, it will naturally attract more and more people who have the more normal sensibilities, and FaZe is well prepared to snap this viewer base up. There isn't that much in the way of creepy, obsessive followers spamming the chat constantly. I think this will work in FaZe's favour, as it's less intimidating for new followers. I'm not in any way affiliated with FaZe Connect. I'm just a really bored VTuber fan who's an advocate for good VTubers. I'm kind of low-key annoyed that VTubers like Airi or Lumi or Ri or Aruka, who really deserve some respect for their singing and musical skills, get passed over in favour of others because they don't happen to have the blue Dorito of Hololive on their channels. Unfortunately, VTubing isn't necessarily a meritocracy. So go out there and buy Sakana's $35 bags of coffee and other ridiculous tats. Gentlemen, me again quickly. Jesus Christ, this project was one massive disaster after another. Especially the bloody audio, but I'm not recording the entire thing again. I'm going to ship it now. Also, you can probably tell I'm much more comfortable in the mic now. Never mind. I'm going to start streaming and VTubing myself. I'm going to start on Twitch on 14th of October. I'm going to start off with a Xenonauts 2 Let's Play. We're going to be doing a VTubers vs Aliens challenge. What I'm going to do is make a base in each region of the world and name it after an agency. I'm going to start with FaZe Connect in Canada, and I'll name all the soldiers after a VTuber. There will be no reinforcements, so if she dies, she dies. Bye-bye!